What's up guys? In this video we're going to be answering the question, who hired Fiora in FE7? So in FE7, chapter 19, when we first arrive at the Dread Isle, Fiora will appear at the beginning of turn 3 and she states that she is searching for the Black Fang. She also mentions sacrifices and fulfilling a duty even if she has to do it by herself. You recruit her with her sister Florina, and in the conversation they have, Fiora explains that she is investigating the Dread Isle for someone. She will not say who it is who hired her. All we know is that she had a full unit of Pegasus Knights with her and they were attacked, and Fiora is the only survivor. She calls herself a failure, but Florina tries to cheer her up. Then Fiora joins us and the situation is never brought up again. So if it's never brought up again in the story, where else can we find information on this? So in FE7, supports are a good way of finding out more info about characters, the world. Fiora supports with Farina, Florina, Elliewood, Kent, Saint, Geets, and Pent. So maybe in one of these supports we might find more information on what Fiora might have been doing before she joined up with us. And it just so happens that in Fiora's support with Pent, we find out that Pent is the one who hired Fiora. Immediately, Fiora opens up and reports about her mission. She tells Pent how she was ambushed at the Dread Isle and she failed her mission. However, she still wants to give Pent what info she has gathered. Pent tells her to forget about it. He takes the blame for what happened. Fiora argues that it was her fault and she will take full responsibility. Then, Pent offers Fiora a jewel as a token of appreciation. He tells her to sell it and use the gold to feed the families of her lost companions. Fiora thanks Pent for his kindness and how he treats her as an equal, not as a pawn like some other nobles would. Their support ends with Fiora telling Pent to rely on her, and the Knights of Ilia wish to fight for him. I found this to actually be a cool detail that they gave Fiora like a bit of a story when she joins, and then they actually finished that story through one of her supports. Even though like when Pent joins in FE7 in the story, they could have a scene where Pent pulls Fiora aside if you have both of them in your army, and it's explained through that way. But actually this might have been set up in FE6, because in FE6 Thea and Klein fight together in the Western Isles, and they have kind of the same relationship that Pent and Fiora have, as Klein treats Thea like an equal even though he hired her, and Thea also trusts Klein, respects him as an employer, and they have a support together as well. In their support, Klein just insists to Thea that she is free to do what she pleases, that she's no longer employed by Klein, and that she shouldn't feel compelled to stay in the army. And then it just goes on. Thea explains that she is staying out of her own free will. So I just thought this was a pretty cool detail, how they give Fiora her story, and they might have inspired that story from FE6, and how it kind of, relates the two games together as they should. So yeah, if you like this video, comment, subscribe, comment your thoughts on this, and thank you for watching, and have a great rest of your day.